Hello everyone and welcome back to Rimworld, where Dark Aavak and Evilfriend are on their way to some peace talks. I realize there is a certain degree of irony in sending someone named Dark Aavak and Evilfriend to conduct peace talks. Nevertheless, they are actually the best people for the job, at least right now. It wasn't an ambush, it was a disaster. Okay, the talks were a disaster. The delegates barely got past their initial greetings before the discussions broke down into insults and recriminations. After your caravan departed early, outlanders from northern Wassistan caught up with it and attacked. Oh, those scallywags from northern Wassistan. How dare they? Okay, well, this is a bit of an interesting one, and this is exactly why Dark Aavak and Yoko came along with Evilfriend, though, to be perfectly honest, based on the fact that there's only one enemy. I somehow suspect Evilfriend could have handled this, but Evilfriend is not in the best of moods, so that may actually play some part in this. You've got an annoying voice and you're trigger happy. That's fine. You've got a one round rifle. We don't have anything we need to worry about. It's a bolt action rifle. It's a poor bolt action rifle. You're actually very artistic though. It's a little bit of a shame that we can't capture you, but oh well. Evilfriend, how about you get into position? Actually, if you can get over there, it'd be grand. Dark Aavak, likewise, if you can get over there, it would be grand. Let's get you a little bit further back. We're going to be using stun and blinding pulse liberally. Now, how far out do you? You're already in a position where you could hit it. Wow. The heavens themselves are a little bit angry with us. Okay, you're going for down there? No, you're not. Pump. There we are. Evilfriend, move up. Dark Aavak, also move up a little bit. And then we're going to follow up with another stun in just a moment. How long does he have left on this stun? He might actually be coming out of that in just a moment. Can't actually see on his health bar. It's a bit annoying. Okay, he's back out. Drop another stun, please. There we go. And he's already pretty badly hurt, actually. Dead in 13 hours. Now, there is no particular way that we are going to be able to get out of range of this. So, I think it's just a case of Dark Aavak keeping up the stun, honestly. Every time he launches an arrow, just hit him with another stun. Womp. There we go. This is wholly unfair, but on what universe do you think Dark Aavak would play fair? That's the whole point. Dark Aavak is here. Right, okay, so we have some delicious, delicious potential human noms there that we're not going to be bringing back. Will we bring the bolt action rifle? Might as well, I suppose. The caravan has won the battle. Of course they did. They sent one person who wasn't even particularly good at shooting. Had a level 1 in shooting with a bolt action rifle after Evilfriend and Dark Aavak. Honestly, this was doomed from the very beginning. I suspect the Northern Wassistan just set up these peace talks because they didn't like Natty here. And just wanted to kill two birds with one stone. They wanted to have a justification for a war with Noble's Rest and wanted to get rid of Natty, and this just seemed like the best way to do it. And on that level, I mean, well played. Dark Aavak will probably deeply respect that kind of aggressive diplomacy. Right, okay, well, that's all we really wanted to do. I think we can happily reform the caravan at this point. So let's go ahead there, reform caravan. We want to get home, pretty much. Let's go ahead and get out of there. Do we want to bring anything other than what we already have? Sure, we'll bring the extra simple meals. I see no reason not to. We're not going to bring Natty. Natty can stay there. But we will bring the bolt action rifle. It is poor, but it will be worth something, and we can easily afford the space for bringing that along. So there we go. Well, this is why we sent backup. Ultimately, we knew this sort of thing could happen, and indeed, we were not disappointed. But with that done, let's head back to Noble's Rest and see how things are going. Lady Wolfheart working on some adding a couple more granite spike traps around the map. I'm very pleased to see that. I've already queued up a couple more in here that should help keep this trap corridor, the deadly place that it is. But I've been having a bit of a think about our current prisoners. Now, one of the main reasons we went to war with the Broken Empire was so that I could we could go down the route of being rebels and of course have all of the psionics without necessarily having to gain the levels for it. Because the problem with gaining those levels, those titles, is that people would grow increasingly more cantankerous. Really, they would start needing more and more and more luxury and eventually become less useful, and I really didn't want that in exchange for the psionics. So being able to just grab psionics made a lot of sense, but now that's no longer necessarily the case. So to a certain degree, I'm starting to strongly consider restoring our relations with the Broken Empire. Now, if we were to release you, we would gain 12 relations. That would bring us within the range of one more release, would put us at least out of hostile with the Broken Empire, but at the same time, I am not entirely sure on this one. Vent, we just need to keep you alive for all intents and purposes. Tending expired. Oh, we can tend now. Lady Wolfheart, could you please tend to Vent? There we go. Use the best meds that we have, and maybe we can get this blood rot to start going down rather than going up. That would be quite amazing, honestly. It does actually seem to be in decline right now, which is very nice. Maybe it's because the 10 quality is over to 51%, but you know what? I'm going to use one of our Glitter World meds and see what we can do with that. I could, of course, release Falcon. Now, the thing with Falcon is they're missing a leg, so yeah. They're not bad at melee. They're quite good at cooking, and honestly, we kind of need another cook, because right now Dark Aavak is the only person who's cooking for the entire colony, and having a second cook would be a big help. Kritikos is just generally a very, very capable fighter. The skill in intellectual and a passion for it makes them just a little bit better than Pepster. They've got the same skill as Pepster, but Pepster doesn't have a passion. But the animal interest is actually quite nice as well. Industrious and Too Smart. These both are, well, I mean, Too Smart is a bit of a positive and a negative, but Industrious is just straight up a positive, with as Ugly is straight up a negative. Fast Walker and Brawler. I mean, the Fast Walker will take a little bit of the edge off the fact that Falcon there is missing a leg, but well, all in all, I am starting to consider just being done with that. Oh wow, really 10 quality 21, but we used the best possible med. Oh no. Pharmacist, why? I am somewhat considering getting rid of Pharmacist, because that is definitely not something that works well with blood rot, at the very least. Now, it's going to take a little while for our caravan to get back. Now, toxic buildup is the moment we get back on this road, more or less, we're going to start accruing toxic buildup. We're not going to be out there for over long. In fact, are they resting now? Hopefully they are. Yes, fantastic. They're resting now rather than out on the road, because I think that would be an awful time to decide to park yourselves and have a bit of a rest there. That would actually be quite nasty. But yeah, it looks like this is now rising again quite aggressively because of such poor tending quality. It's one of these annoying things, really, that we're going to have to deal with. But for the time being, we're just going to wait for Dark Aavak and Evilfriend to get back to base. And then we're going to continue on with our work. And I'm going to continue thinking about whether we really need these two prisoners, or whether it might not be better, at least to release Kritikos, in order to start getting a little bit of relations back with the Broken Empire. And we've got a mechanoid cluster that is jumping in right about here. So maybe, oh no, we are definitely not going to be wrapping things up and dropping the cut right there. A psychic droner. Affects gender male. Psychic drone level medium. Not good. Gloomlight. A countdown activator. Alright, so we haven't got long. Activates in 17 days. Auto Inferno turret. Dormant. Auto charge turret. Now these both have minimum ranges, which are quite nice. This does not. We absolutely need to remove this. Now, the problem is this thing has got a ridiculous range once it's activated. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a pain. I'm going to kind of need to get in there and just get up close and melee these things down. That is going to be a problem for me. We need to take that out. There is no way around having that, keeping that there. it is going to be a constant issue for us. How far out are the group? Let's have a quick look at their toxic buildup. They're slowly rising while they're moving through this area. As soon as they're back, we're going to have to immediately begin work on getting rid of that mech cluster there. That was not something I was planning to have to deal with, but alright. Evilfriend is already at the point of breaking, which is awful news because he's about to get into an area with an active psychic pulse, which is, psychic droner, which not going to go well. It really isn't. It really, really is not. We do have some research availability, though, which we should probably start working on. Let's have a quick gander, then. I wouldn't mind carpet making, so we can get some doormats down. That will help out a little bit. We can also have a look at auto doors, IEDs, microelectronics. Yeah, the EMP setup would be especially nice. Let's go for the microelectronics. This will also give us the ability to start trading with approaching merchants, orbital merchants. I think that would actually be a very, very big help for us. Right. Transport pod crash. Rosa. Let's have a quick look at you. You're dead in 11 hours. Alright. And animals, melee, shooting. You're actually not bad. Great memory. Missandris. Caring. You're incapable of caring at all. You were a bully. Okay, fair enough. I fear that we're not going to go out of our way to rescue you. Gonna be honest. Not high on our list of things we need to do. The only way that this will happen is if it happens that Dark Aavak and Evilfriend both... Oh, really? You were about to come out of that as well. Just to have a look at this. Expires in 16 hours. That is kind of annoying, but... Oh, well. They are back, but Evilfriend, where are you? Oh, no. You are actually on that side. Well, this is going to make things a little bit awkward, I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and pop down a wee bed. I'm going to make it a medical bed. There we are. And then we're totally going to... Well... Actually, we're going to make this a prisoner medical bed. We're going to capture Rosa. And then we're just going to let them, let nature take its course. I think that would be the best thing. Now, Dark Aavak's going to pick a very awkward direction to move through. But, oh, hide in room, Lady Wolfheart. That is not too surprising, all things considered. But that's fine. All right, let's get them in there. And then just leave them there. Pop. Nope. Also, no treatment on any level. There we are. Just let them wander around in there. Could we get these moved, though? Perhaps Dark Aavak could. No, can't. Hold it anyway. Got no room for it, apparently. Oh, that's a little bit worrisome. Can you refine at the smelter? There we go. Let's get that door closed at the very least. There we go. Alright, we need Evilfriend to come out of Catharsis. Now, the good thing here with the Catharsis that Evilfriend is in is that... or will be in once the Wandering Days is over. I'm going to Dark Aavak to go and arrest you, aren't I? Yes, I am. Right, I need to arrest Evilfriend. Rather unfortunately, but it is true. Let's make this prisoner room. Let's go and get Evilfriend in, because right now Evilfriend has chosen the worst possible place to decide to wander. And if we don't bring Evilfriend in, then this is going to go very, very poorly for us. Critical emergency. It's not really an emergency though, is it? Alright, so Dark Aavak's going to have a bit of an additional toxic buildup, which is none too amazing, but why did you pick the least protected route to bring him back? I disapprove. Oh well. Let's put him in there. Right, just a suit. No. Oh, I was going to try and stop that before you managed to, but apparently no. There we are. Evilfriend, release. Let's just go ahead and release you. That is a bit of a pain, but oh well. It was a little bit too slow. Let's release Evilfriend. Though it looks like Evilfriend immediately got released. But the downside on this, will have no catharsis. I was imprisoned. Yeah, that backfired enormously, and I am quite sad. Let's see. Do we have Psychic Soothe Pulsar? Okay. Dark Aavak, go and use the Psychic Soothe Pulsar. We absolutely need this right now. There we go. That will help out a tiny bit. Let's have a quick look. So we've got... There's a lot of issues here. Did it? Someone approaches... I don't actually see the Psychic Soothe in there. Interesting. Ravenously hungry, recreation deprived. There's an innocent prisoner died. That is a shame. Strange feeling. There we are. I feel strange, but also very relaxed. I am okay with this. Yeah, everyone has got strange feeling at least. It does appear that this hasn't yet activated. Okay, so we're not going to have to worry about it too much. I thought that was going to be active the whole time, but apparently not. We are, in fact, we've got a little bit of a reprieve for now, which I'm extremely happy about. Just as soon as you wake up, you are absolutely allowed to go and grab that. And in the meanwhile, could someone come and haul all of these things out of there? Let's get all of this stuff out of the way, please and thank you. I know that's going to, disturb his sleep a little bit, but should overall be fine, I think. By and large, we should be okay. Now, we are absolutely going to need to equip proper weapons for this. We have got, let's have a look. There's the Emp Launcher. This is going to be an integral part of this. And we've also got sniper weapons. Likewise, I'm thinking sniper weapons will be a big part of our attack here. Ultimately, getting in there and smashing these things close up is going to be the best way for us to attack. The issue with that, this would be the best one to attack. Simply because, whilst we're attacking that, we're still within the minimum range where this can't shoot us. But the moment this starts to burn, I'm going to need whoever it is to dive back, which is likely going to put them in full view of the mini slugger turret. And this explosion is still probably going to be nasty. Yeah. I'm wondering if this offers full cover. Cover effectiveness 75. Yes, this is a very, very large object. We could just hang back, snipe this down. That might be an option for us, but we'd still have to deal with a lot of problems. This whole area would then be very dangerous for us to move out into. No, I think we're ultimately going to have to take out these turrets first. That's going to have to be the first move that we make. Now, the countdown timer is not going to activate for a little while, so we should be reasonably okay with that. But this isn't going to go easily for us, I think. This is going to be a difficult fight, no matter how we slice that pie, unfortunately. On the note of pie, Dark Aavak is back to cooking, which is pretty good, and Lady Wolfheart is no longer hiding in her room. These are good things. But I'm going to pass a little bit of time. I'm going to allow at least Evilfriend to wake up and re-equip himself, and we are going to start preparing for the attack. We're going to have to take this down pretty soon. I don't think we're going to be able to wait this one out. The problem here is the Lancer. Yeah. Corpse Obsession, Evilfriend. Well, I mean, Dark Aavak isn't going to care, but this is the best situation, to be certain. But I shall bring you back when we are ready to begin the assault. Okay, I think we're about ready. It is the 13th of April, May. We've had 3 days pass. There are currently some allies on the map, which may or may not be impacting my decision. Dark Aavak has already re-equipped for melee combat. He's wearing the best armor. He's also wearing a shield belt, which may save his life here, and he is wielding a spear. We are not going to allow Siphon or Yoko to join him for combat. In fact, they are going to go. Well, actually, they can hang out in Macabre. They can just stay in the general area here. Dark Aavak, I would like you to make sure that we have a decent fallback position down here. So go ahead and trigger that one. We are going to need someone with, I'm going to say, Evilfriend, you stick with your current weapon. Ica, Bone Dragon, you are more melee than anything else. Lady Wolfheart, could you please go and grab the EMP launcher? We are going to need to prepare for this right now. In fact, we are going to want Soldier for everyone. If you can equip some better military gear, then please do so right now. There we go. Go take off whatever you have to. Grab whatever helmets or defensive items you can to make sure that you are as well defended as possible for the upcoming fight. We've also got a quest available. Hospitality for an ally. Okay, if we do not accept this in 5 days, then it'll be gone. The Green Yak Combat is requesting a favor. Her friend, Black Camarario, is interested in learning about other cultures, and she wants you to host her at Noble's Rest for 13 days. We can get a joy wire, some silver, 6 Glitter World medicine. Now that one, ooh, that one's actually very nice. That's very nice indeed. We may well be going for that one. Furthermore, Vent, who was on the edge of death, very much on the edge of death, is now back to 0.1 on blood rot. It was up to in the 90s before I could have Dark Aavak treat her with proper medicine, and we haven't actually used the Glitter World. We've just been using our our regular full medicine. I had to uninstall Pharmacist though in order to get that to work. At this point, we can probably just work with herbal meds, because honestly, with Dark Aavak tending you, you are doing pretty bloody good. 10 quality, 100%. So as you can see, this has pulled the blood rot all the way down. All the way down, and I'm extremely happy about this one. Accepted 7.6 days ago. Shuttle will arrive in 9.4 days, and we'll get a Psychic Sooth Pulsar to replace the one that we used needlessly. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to pretend that I don't feel bad about that. I do. But with all said and done, I think it is now time for us to get into position. We are going to need to be on the move pretty quickly. The only person I'm kind of tempted to not bring along is Bone Dragon, but no, I think we are actually going to have everyone involved in this. Right, let's get you all down here if we can, please. Go, go, go. Quickly now. Dark Aavak is going to be making a march in for the middle of all of this. Lady Wolfheart. Well, actually, Ica, you take position there. Bone Dragon, you hang back down here, I think. Pepster, take position there. Evil Friend, take position here. Lady Wolfheart, going to need that sweet EMP pulse very soon. Now, Dark Aavak is going to take a bit of a hit here. No matter what happens, this is going to hurt a little bit. But if we can make this happen in the right order, we might be okay. The main thing is to disable this. As soon as Dark Aavak is in position, I'm going to want Lady Wolfheart to drop this pretty much on both of these. It's going to take her a little moment to wind up. If I was a little bit faster on the draw, we would have been in a better position here, but this will have to do. Bone Dragon, you go ahead and get down here, because I think Bone Dragon, actually, you hang back, because I'm hoping to get you to charge that Lancer. Alright, Dark Aavak, are you almost ready? You almost are, so let's have everyone start aiming. Start aiming at this, please. Let's remove this. We want it out of the equation right now. We've currently got a Psychic Sooth Mail, so this is a good time, because this is an agitator for men, so it should balance out briefly. Let's go. It is time to see if our plan can work. Already launching straight away in the main group, which is not great. Come on, Dark Aavak. We're going to need to take this down pretty bloody fast. Bone Dragon, you're going to have to hang back. We have not actually managed to affect that, unfortunately. But a lot of things are aiming... Ooh, that's going to be... Ooh, yeah, it hit Pepster. Actually put Pepster on fire. Can you extinguish the fire on Pepster? There we go. Thank you. Incoming nastiness. Yes. Pepster, you are going to need to come back here, because it is honestly the safest place for you. Now, these things are, of course, aiming for what they can hit. And that is not Dark Aavak. So that's the reason why that's going on. Oh, did we just mess you up? Fluid processor is shattered. The left shoulder has been shot off. It has lost its weapon. This has been completely disabled. That is glorious, fantabulous news. You can't hit anything else, but do your best. Now, these are aiming for Dark Aavak right now, which is fine by me. Right, okay, Lady Wolfheart, I really need you to drop this right on them if you possibly can. I'm going to need you guys to edge forward, honestly, but Bone Dragon, let's have you move. Oh, you... Well done. Now let's try and grab you if we can. This is almost down, and in the next hit or so is going to go down, I should imagine. Right, Dark Aavak, you need to be on the move. Move right now. Go. Go. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Oh, you got out of range just in time. I don't think he actually got hurt. He did not. He didn't even get hurt. This is amazing. Right. Lady Wolfheart, start stunning the psychic droner. Dark Aavak's going to probably finish us off before Bone Dragon would have even been close, so there's no worry about that one. Honestly, at this point, you guys can all stand down. We don't need any more help. Lady Wolfheart, you're good. Wow. That was probably about as good as that engagement could possibly have gone. We didn't even need to get any of our allies killed. Ah, isn't that wonderful? We are the best allies, truly. We'll just pull this apart and then we'll loot it all. That really did work out fantabulously well for us. Fantabulously well. We do need to get a little bit more harvesting done, so that would be quite nice. You're all fine. Yeah, I think by and large everyone's okay. At this point then, I'm going to set everyone... We're going to clear force and we're going to switch them back to worker and drop that down on everyone. They should... Dark Aavak and Bone Dragon will finish this off before going and getting anything done because they're currently drafted. I am going to want this to be shut back down again. But there you go. Just gotta take your time and be calm about the engagement. Pepsi did get a little bit of a wound. Wow, looking very suave there. Very stylish indeed. But let's have a quick look. Left arm destroyed. Was that? No, that isn't recent. The right arm though. Oh man, imagine how rubbish that would have been. My lord, let's have a quick look though. Right leg was injured. No. Where is the info? The autofire, yeah, injured his right arm. But that was all that happened there. Let's actually have a quick look at the log that went on down here. I could try to shoot it, but missed. The Lancer's right leg was injured by Pepsi's heavy SMG bullet. The Lancer's left shoulder was damaged by Evilfriend's bullets. The Lancer's left leg was shot by Evilfriend. Evilfriend's heavy SMG hit the right arm. And then the fluid reprocessor and wounded its thorax. Pepsi's heavy SMG bullet shattered its left shoulder into pieces, and at that point it was disabled. Its right arm and shoulder were injured by Evilfriend and Pepsi's bullets. Right arm was wounded again by Evilfriend, and then Evilfriend's heavy SMG bullet annihilated the Lancer's right leg into fragments, and then it completely shut down. That was absolutely wonderful. Outside of that, I think most of the damage was actually done by Dark Aavak, which was quite an interesting... Well, Dark Aavak and the enormous explosion, which he managed to dodge. Let's just take that into consideration there. Psychic Droner has been destroyed. Mech cluster buildings have been defeated. Well done, all of you. Very, very well done. We will get all of these things brought back, of course. Thank you very much, Bone Dragon. That's very, very nice of you. Dark Aavak immediately taking the helmet off. It's like, no, my hair must be free. I completely understand. Okay, well, we've got a little bit more stuff to do. So as soon as you can, I'm going to allow people to go about, get reacquainted, re-equipped, so on and so forth. We are growing a little bit of cotton down here now. We haven't got hydroponics basin set up just yet, though. It's going to take a little bit of time. But Dark Aavak, as soon as you are done eating some noms, could you get over there and do a little bit of mining? We do need that machinery to finish up fixing this vent over here. And let's have a quick look at you. Yeah, we're doing fantastically well. I don't think we're going to have to worry about blood rot. I was honestly much more concerned about blood rot than it appears that I needed to be. I will bear that in mind in the future. How are we doing for human meat? We're doing actually quite well. So Yoko and Siphon, you're going to be fine as well. Dark Aavak immediately getting back to other jobs for the time being. That's fine. We will hopefully get more of the hay grass brought in. And of course, we do need Ica to get a little bit more plant growing on the go. Honestly, the reason for keeping Falcon at this point is the potential for the cooking. Because Dark Aavak has to spend most of his time cooking for the colony. If we had one other person helping out with that, it would be such a big boon for us. There are good reasons to have either one of them, really. And at the moment, I think we're actually at the point now where food is no longer a direct concern. So I'm going to say that particular item is now ticked off on the list of things that we need to get done before we can start working. Before we can consider wrapping up this as the first season of One Man and His Warg, and then start planning where we're going to go with the second. I think finishing off the bedrooms over here, maybe getting everyone recruited and then moved into the new the barrack complex, and then possibly, but not maybe not. We'll try and rejig these buildings. It would be nice to have some dedicated crafting areas. That would actually be quite cool. Very cool indeed, actually. Right, hopefully we can get this. Oh, we've already fixed it. Marvelous. Well done, everyone. I'm reasonably impressed with you. But as we can see, a lot of time is spent just kind of running back and forth and doing small jobs, which I really do feel that we need to get on top of. The last little bit for the grow room, though, interestingly enough, is to add in the doors down here. We'll just pop. Oh, you know what? That one's fine. I think we can live with that one. We'll go ahead and we'll have paved tiles across that 3-tile boundary. There as well. That's already done. We are then going to want, how many bricks do we have? We've got the most of slate. So this is all granite down there, but I believe we went to slate tiles. Yes, we did. So let's go ahead and drop down some slate tiles in here. There we go. At least around the perimeter for the time being. And then we'll take care of the rest. Aside from that, there we go. We've got these nice spaces here. I'm against the idea of just wasting that. I think we can do some nice things with these bits here and there. Let's just take care of these corners as well. There we go. Pump. And up here too. There we are. This will actually be reasonably well set up. I think we can have some decent little crafting workbenches in here. I think that would actually go quite well with the colony, making most use of the space that we have available to us. We do need to do a fair bit more work, and I would like to bring in the graveyard at some point within the complex so that Dark Aavak can meditate without too much issue. Bone Dragon, what's your toxic buildup? It's getting a little bit high, actually. I'm going to switch you to squeamish so you don't leave the area anymore. Oh no. Well, that kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. Falcon, Pepster, Dark Aavak, and Bone Dragon. Now, this could have been brought in by anyone. It could just be random chance, but that's annoying. Oh well, we'll try and get everyone treated as much as we can, at the very least. The colonists will get the best they can. An exotic goods trader, very nice indeed. Let's go ahead and take care of everyone we can. Dark Aavak's going to have a bit of a nap in a moment, or is not, actually. He's going to try and take care of other people. What a hero you are. There we are, Falcon getting a little bit of noms. Is Dark Aavak going to tend to anyone else? Yes. Dark Aavak's going to tend to everyone before he himself gets tended to. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Lady Wolfheart. When you wake up, I would like it enormously if you could go and tend to some trading. But this is unfortunate. 4 people in the colony. It's going to be a bit of a rough one. And flu is really not something we want to allow to increase without a group of visitors. It increase without some level of containment or control. I guess I could set this up as a medical bed. And only have Dark Aavak get up when he needs to. Yeah, I'm going to set this to medical. I want you to rest until healed. Lady Wolfheart, could you actually wake up and tend to him? And then go ahead and deal with that. This is going to be a bit of a juggle for us, unfortunately. We're going to have to keep care of Bone Dragon and Pepster, but right now they've been tended very, very well. 10 quality of 100%. Their immunity is rising sharply. I imagine that's the same down here. Not quite as good, but still very, very nice. 84%. Still pretty high as things go. Let's have a look at Dark Aavak. What's your tending? Actually, pretty good as well. Very nice there, Lady Wolf. 100%. Okay, so his immunity gain should start jumping up. We've got some chinchillas available. How lovely. Right, let's have a quick look at what we can sell. Okay, we actually had some interesting items here for us. Now, having a look through, you'll notice that I am selling quite a lot of items. I'm selling a decent amount of our cannibal meals, all of our hyperweave, our advanced components. We are also selling the high explosive shells, the incendiary shells. We don't really have too much use for those. I am keeping hold of the pain stopper because it may actually become vital to us later on, but I am buying a bionic heart. Now, this wasn't my first choice. My first choice was the Word of Serenity, one of the new psilings that have been added to the game. Unfortunately, it is a level 4 psiling, and as such, Dark Aavak can't use it. Use calming words and psychic suggestion to end a mental break on a person or animal. The target will fall into a short psychic sleep. The psi-focus cost depends on the intensity of the target's mental break. I would absolutely have liked to grab this. Unfortunately, again, Dark Aavak isn't at present able to make use of that psycast. So we're going to go ahead and grab the bionic heart, which he can absolutely make use of. And if we have a look at a bionic heart, it has a body part efficiency of 125%. And if you're wondering what blood pumping does, which is the effect the heart has, is it will affect consciousness and moving. Moving in particular is especially useful to Dark Aavak because he is one of our fastest colonists. As such, we're further building around that strength. An advanced artificial heart. It has synthetic muscle fibers for a realistic heartbeat, plus a high flow pump for rapid circulation during high stress. It is better than a biological heart in almost every way, and I am sure Dark Aavak is going to be extremely happy to have that. Right, as soon as you got that, could you please move the bionic heart? Please don't die when you're picking it up. Thank you. That would have been an awful way for things to have gone. Change from 6 to 8. Marvellous. Marvellous news. Okay, now, the issue here, has anyone here got better medical? No, it is realistically Lady Wolfheart. Or no one. Should we do this while Dark Aavak is down anyway? I mean, I think we probably should, since this would allow him to continue to rest. I think, yeah, let's go ahead. Dark Aavak, you went to sleep with the flu and you woke up with a better heart. How marvellous. Breathing is down to 90%, eating, talking, consciousness. Now, blood circulation will also affect this. Blood pumping will actually help out quite a lot with that. In fact, let's go ahead and queue up an operation. Install... not the pain stopper or the denture. No. Bionic heart. There we go. Right, Lady Wolfheart, can you crack on with that one? Let us hope that this works well. Major break risk. Not then. Maybe we shouldn't. Or maybe we should. Let's have a quick look at you. What's your surgery success chance? Let's have a look. Work speed, where would that be? Medical operation speed, medical, 80%. Sure, Dark Aavak seems to me the sort of person who would be okay with this. If it meant he'd have a bionic heart at the end of it, and who knows, that might actually help with getting rid of the flu. We'll have to see. Fingers crossed, everyone, because if this goes wrong, yeah, this could be quite bad. It did not. Medical level 10 achieved. Well done, you. There we go. And, you know, we've got a souvenir. Could you go ahead and hold that heart for me? Maybe we could sell it on later on. I mean, maybe we shouldn't put it there. Oh, actually, it doesn't look like it decays. A biological human heart pumps blood around the body. I mean, maybe we're going to need it. Who knows? If there is a problem with the the bionic heart, then maybe we can go back to this. But let's have a quick look now. We've got blood pumping 125%. He's completely zonked out due to the anesthetic, but that will be fantastic. We'll see what his new move speed is in a little while. Okay, well, Dark Aavak is down for the count, which means that, food-wise, we may actually start running into some problems. I'm going to need Ica to focus on making food then. We're already chowing through our packaged survival meals, which is a bit of a pain in the bum. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but alright. Let's just try and make as much as we can. Basically, Ica is going to work on emergency food supplies until such time as Dark Aavak is available, I imagine. It's not grand, but it will do for now. Where are you off to, Ica? You're going to go and do other things. Oh, actually... Dark Aavak is back on his feet. Wow, he got back up pretty quickly. He's still got the effects of the anesthetic. But even with that, let's have a look at moving. Moving is still 70%, which is actually impressive. Let's wait until you're fully awake, though, before we have you help out with any more of this. How are you doing, Bone Dragon? Flu Minor, what is your current immunity? You are doing a good job there. Well done. Pepster, immunity of 24%. Nice. Dark Aavak, let's have a look at you. Your immunity is at 16%, but so is the flu, which is not too great. Not gonna lie. A little bit concerned. A little bit very concerned, honestly. What about Falcon? How are you doing? Let's have a quick look at you. Yours is at 17%, but your immunity's going up quite nicely as well, but we'll see how that goes. Wait. Oh, no, Bone Dragon. Alas, this is a dire shame. Ica, I really need you to work more on the stove than on hauling items back and forth. This is the problem with only having one competent cook. When Dark Aavak is down, it is down to our next most competent cook, which is someone who's very not competent. We can only really afford to make emergency rations simply because there's a decent chance of food poisoning as a result of them, which does suck rather a lot, actually. Wearing off now. There we go. Moving is up to 111%, whilst still under the effect of anesthetic, which is pretty impressive, actually. Moving is down by 5%, and consciousness is maxed at 90%. Manipulation is almost back to 100%, so I'm going to say, Dark Aavak, go ahead, quickly smash out a bunch of nice meals for peeps. That way the colony doesn't just like implode while you're recovering from the flu. We'll just have you go until you can't go any longer, and then we should be good. Ica is our main... It's kind of bad. Badness and sadness. Our animals are going to start getting a bit hungry, but we are going to have another full harvest reasonably soon, so I'm not going to worry over much about it for the time being. How many are you going to work up to? Your bulk vegetarian meals will go all the way up to 50 of these, so Dark Aavak's going to be out of bed for a little while. I may have to override that then, because he is going to just keep on working for quite some time. Critical major break risk. Lady Wolfheart, let's have a look. What's up? Is it because you ate cooked? Damn it. Well, Dark Aavak, you finish that, and then I'm going to have you go back to bed. Right, there we go. Pepster, get out. You scoundrel, you. However, I will make this a medical bed for Pepster, I suppose. Let's actually have a look. How are you doing? Well, your immunity is actually pretty high. Alright, I'm going to set this one up as a medical bed. If someone wants to go and grab that, they can. Lady Wolfheart, if you could go and tend to Dark Aavak, because I'm fairly certain he can be tended to now. Yeah, this isn't going to be great for me, I'm going to be honest with you. Tend to Dark Aavak. Pepster, go and rest for a bit. For as long as you can, really. This is not great. It means two people are going to have to do all the work for the entire colony. And they're not going to be happy with that. I'll be honest. Can you... No? Oh. Man. You're just wandering more vomit around. It's not great. But at least you're going to feed him. That's probably a good sign. Let's have a quick look. Okay, it's still minor. But we are going to be working hard to pull that up. We are below the curve. So we need these really high tends. 87%. As long as Lady Wolfheart can keep up tending like that, we'll be fine. But we don't have that many full medicines left to use. So it might be a little bit hairy for Dark Aavak, honestly. Everyone else should be fine. We've given them a very good head start on the flu. Falcon, who is only getting the herbal meds, is still doing okay. Not quite as far ahead, but certainly not terrible either. So that should be okay. Let's have a look at Lady Wolfheart. How are you doing here? Overall, your mood should start to recover, I would say. I'm going to imagine that you're going to be alright. And yeah, Pepster's generally fine. It's Dark Aavak is the only one that is really in a rough way. But his immunity is catching up, so we should see things start to recover. And there we go. Got more hay grass being delivered. Thank goodness, because, yeah, I was getting a little bit worried about that, actually. Not going to lie, I was getting a little bit concerned that our animals were going to start starving, but no, they should be okay. We finished off the mining there, which is quite grand to see. Iker is doing odds and sods around the place. Pepster, let's have a quick look. Yeah, I think we should be okay. And in fact, once they hit about 75% in their immunity, as long as their flu is still quite low, I'm going to tell them they can just start moving around. In fact, I'm going to turn this off medical bed, and we're just going to leave that as it is. Hopefully Pepsi will get up and start working on more jobs around the colony, because we really can't afford for everyone to be down for this long. But I'm going to skip it forward a little bit, wait until everyone is up and about, or it looks like it's getting really dicey with Dark Aavak, and hopefully we'll bring you back to good news, rather than a dire situation, but you never know. Welcome back, everyone. It is the 3rd of August, and we've actually made a decent bit of progress in your absence. Dark Aavak is probably at this point, I'm willing to say, out of the danger zone. He's at 88% immunity and only 82% on the flu. That being said, he does need very regular tending in order to keep ahead of this. But everyone else is now immune. I'm sorry about this, but you're going to have to wake up there, Lady Wolfheart. We have a heat wave on our hands, however. Now, for the most part, that isn't dangerous. However, there is one very big exception, and that is this room, where it's going to get crazy hot. I may need to vent this room in order to help with that. In fact, we are going to have to do that. Who's the nearest peep that we can get to help with this one? Anyone will do, I guess, but perhaps it's going to be you. Well, actually, I need to wait for someone who is already awake, because if I draft them, you're going to wake up. Let's wait for Lady Wolfheart to tend to Dark Aavak. Also, we had a psychic drone, which wasn't exactly the best thing in the world, but, you know, it was what it was. Right, there we go. We've now got it open. That should prevent it from getting too badly hot. We should start seeing the temperature pulling down, but we very clearly at this point need to deal with this. So, to that end, I'm going to start emptying out this room if we can. All the way up and connected up here. So that way it's got the access to the coolers that will help out, though perhaps I'm afraid we're going to have to do something a little bit like that down here. Let's talk around the visibility of roofs. There we go. Now we can't easily stick in a cooler around here. We could over here, though. We could create a little chimney right there for a cooler. I'm thinking that might be worth us doing. A little cooler along this wall section here, just to help out with this room, because it is going to get painfully hot otherwise. Obviously, the alternative is to just... Actually, yeah, thinking about it, it would be better if we built the coolers in on this side, rather than do anything down here through vents. Otherwise, we're going to impact the efficiency that those coolers operate at. Yeah, I think what we're going to do then is we're going to cancel this one. Now, this is a potentially extraordinarily hot room. So, let's go ahead and deconstruct these walls right there. We'll open this up, pop in some coolers, and that should help us out a fair bit of the way. Let's have a look at Dark Aavak. How are you doing? 99% immunity. Yeah, we're definitely okay. I mean, it is an extreme flu, and it's going to take him a while to get better, but there we are. Flu immunity achieved. I won't lie, I was getting a little worried, because that got really, really high towards the end there. We are fine now. Dark Aavak, if you could, what are you currently working on? You are meditating. Well, that makes sense. Once you're done with that, could you please cook, though, because we are out of meals. We've got a little bit of food, but not enough, really. We've got, well, this corn is about ready to grow, and the rice plant's almost there as well as the hay grass up here, very close. We pretty much got out of that one. That was a little bit touch and go for a while, but I think overall we managed to get away from the worst of it. Let's continue to expand out in that direction, though. Grab up as much steel as we can. Dark Aavak obviously cooking a few fancy meals for himself, and just keeping at least a handful of simple meals available. The milk is really actually starting to weigh in there as a very, very useful emergency fuel source. Right, animal disease. Oh no. Jack and Comrade Donkey have both got the plague. Well, to be fair, Comrade Donkey would never imagine keeping something to himself. I'm surprised the Comrade Donkey didn't share his plague with all of the donkeys, frankly. But okay, that shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to keep them going with relatively little difficulty, if I'm honest. Now, what I would like to do is... Let's see, which one of you is the closest? Probably this one. So, let's grab you. I'm going to tell you not to sow. I would like to replace that with some more herbal meds, because I'm a little bit concerned about the amount that we've got around right now. Alas, Pepser has now lost his focus on shooting. That's a bit of a shame, but well, it's not a terrible one. We are also going to, since I've decided to build the coolers on this side, I'm not going to worry too much about mining over here. So I'm actually going to cancel those mining jobs. I'll allow Ike to drill back at least as far as there. That should be fine overall. But we definitely need to get more food in, though. That is becoming a bit of a concern. Though with Dark Aavak back on the job, we should see things going reasonably well with the treatment of the animals. His doctoring skill is now very, very high indeed. And in fact, let's have a quick look at him. Okay, well, this is still affecting his consciousness. It's down by 5%, manipulation down by 5% as well. But with that said, his manipulation is actually pretty amazing. Naturally, consciousness at only 93%, blood pumping 125, moving is still at 120. That should probably be at a 111 along with his manipulation, but for the fact that his blood pumping is helping him move around just that little bit faster. As soon as Dark Aavak is fully healed, we'll compare his new maximum move speed, and I'm imagining that he's going to be getting close to Yoko's speed in the very, very near future. Let's go ahead and get all of those out of there. There we are. We've done a fair old job of excavating these areas, and I'm actually starting to get pretty happy with what we've got going. Now, with that said, we did have a ZIT event, and as a result, quite a number of these things are a little bit damaged, but the conduit is okay. It did actually cause a fire this time, though, which I was a little bit surprised with, if I'm honest, but all things said and done, it isn't the worst. Can we get this reconnected? There we go, that looks a little bit better. And with that done, we can also get rid of these plans there as well, because everything else in this room is already in a good way. Now, the heat outside is getting a little bit nasty. We do, however, we are starting to build up the new generator. Oh, I wasn't expecting that to be the case, but I am very happy to see it all the same. With that in place, we are probably going to be able to start considering going for the hydroponics basins. They do use a decent amount of power, but with 2 geotherms running, I don't think we're going to have any issue really at keeping that all going. And thank goodness we're getting more of the hay grass available there. Let's have a look at Comrade Donkey. How are you doing with the plague? You've got plague of 42, but immunity at 76. And 44 and 61. We're absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. There we go. Again, the rice plant re-sowed. Thank you very much, Ica. That'll keep us going for a while. Dark Aavak's going to have a lot of materials to be able to use down here. However, we are lacking creatures. Dark Aavak, I'm going to need you to take care of this one. Are we okay with long pork meals? Yes, we're very okay with long pork meals. So as soon as you can butcher that corpse, then we should have some food ready for Siphon and Yoko. Let's have a quick look at them. Yeah, they're okay for now. They haven't started wanting for food just yet. Yoko, in fact, has had a meal fairly recently by the looks of it. As soon as you're done there, please make sure that there is food ready for the wargs, as they are, let's be honest, much more important than the rest of the colonists. There we go. That'll do quite nicely. All right. Dark Aavak, what are you working on right now? And also, what just happened? Falcon has gone berserk. Badly malnourished. Well, okay. Perhaps someone should go and tend to Falcon and vent, because these silly peeps. Or not. I guess you could just leave them on the ground, I suppose. Get to please take it to a bed at least. And then hopefully tend to them as well. That would be grand. If you would please, and thank you. Apparently no. Dark Aavak's like, no, I am going to go and meditate. Damn it. Wow, he destroyed your right big toe. You're going to die in 23 minutes from that. My goodness. When is this quest done? The shuttle will arrive in 2.1 days. Dark Aavak, could you perhaps tend to vent? As much as I appreciate you wanted to meditate, I think it's probably quite important that you make sure the vent is not going to bleed out from having their big toe smashed open. That would be a rather sad way for things to end. But okay, food-wise, not going great. We need a raid. And of course, Randy Random is not going to send us one. He sensed what I want and is going to do his best to not give me that thing. Quite frustrating, but as far as things go, not out of character for Randy. But I think that's going to be where we're going to wrap up today's episode. We've gone through a few issues. The peace talks turned out to just be an excuse to try and kill one of their entourage and then blame it on us. We are making some progress towards setting up the bedrooms, but we're still a good ways away from that. Vent is going to be returning probably soon, assuming they don't get another toe smashed off and then bleed out. Falcon and Kritikos, at this stage, we could hire them whenever we wanted. I'm fairly certain that we could easily... Yeah, recruitment chance is 100%. Falcon, well, Falcon would require a little bit more work. Do we really want to keep Falcon, though? It's the cooking, honestly. It's just the cooking that's keeping you there. If it weren't for that, I would absolutely let Falcon go. In terms of research, we're doing a fairly good job, considering we are almost halfway to microelectronics, at which point we can start making some proper frag grenades, and that's going to be a huge help. And we have our second geotherm up. So yet another one of the main points that we needed to get done for this season to be considered complete. So we are slowly ticking off the boxes. But that is going to be it from me. I really do hope you've enjoyed today's episode and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.